These rubber mice are still here. Oh, by the way, howdy, it's me. You figured that out by now. It's my effort to make some kind of video every day, just as a challenge, basically to myself and to the few people that watch my videos to see if they could take it. You know, you get a job and you're excited about it and you go to work and, you know, you're there for a year or two and you start to do the same things over and over again, day after day. You're thankful to have a job, and there's a few people around you that you appreciate and get along with and have a relationship with, but it's just this job. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And eventually you, no matter how much you appreciate, you tell yourself there are things about this job that you appreciate that outweigh the things you don't appreciate. It just becomes grinding. And how do you motivate yourself to go in day after day after day and overcome? Well, see, that's a thing. I got to the point where I was just so depressed that I just sit there like a lump. I appreciate Bertram, or Bert, I think he calls himself Bert. That's good, because Bert's easier to pronounce than with the OT on the end. I don't Bertram, Charles, Bert. What I learned from Bert, and he shepherded me through some rough times in my life, is that you can name a video like the day of the week, or with the number, and it's okay. Ooh. So I've learned that from Charles. I've taken that from Charles, and I perhaps will very soon start using numbers and that. But maybe just so I don't actually like blatantly copy him, maybe I'll like mix in. I'll create this nomenclature of letters and numbers, and kind of like in the military. And so this will be like video M13A4, because it, you know. I know people that come in and they bring machines in and they have friends and they do all this, they get whatever the giant project is just done. Well, I don't like doing it that way. And those people think I'm nuts. I like doing it in little bits and pieces where I'm physically active during the day. So like a 14-foot section of concrete, you know. Anyway, okay, so I'm back and I did that. And I don't know how that's going to come out because I really haven't looked at the footage, but basically it's this driveway project, and it doesn't look like much when you drive over day after day, but I got into it and I dug up the ground and it's like, oh man, this is a pretty big project. So I'm trying to build these concrete like curbs, about 10 inches by 5, 6, 7, depending how deep the trench gets to be, that I want to fill with field stone. And here's a little bit of footage. I built a shed, okay, and I put this field stone in kind of like a cement frame here. You know, I set the stone in cement, and it's kind of attractive. I like it. So I was thinking, you know, that would probably be the least inexpensive way to go. I filmed this earlier today, and I have no idea really what I said. Going every day, and I said, I'm not going to let this job defeat me today. And by the end of the day, I was pretty well defeated. So definitely, you know, the earth is going to explode. I think there's no doubt that we should be very concerned about this sort of thing, like lawn mowing, this constant lawn mowing. It's going to be a problem in the future. There must be laws passed to do away with it. Yeah, no, I don't know, $1 billion a year for gas for lawnmowers that got lawns and steal. Write books and do all this stuff, you know, they got to push as hard as they can to justify the time that they spent writing this book and promoting it. So they're going to say whatever they want, and it's always like everybody else should be exactly like me. How you think about life, not just what I think about life. If you buy something because you think my thoughts, God forbid, have some value, then boy, that would be pretty amazing. I would certainly appreciate that. So I wanted to talk about pants again. It's very important, pants. When pants die hard. In fact, they're still in the trash over there, my wonderful, you know, fatigue pants. But I was thinking about that, and I have these other shorts, but none of them have ever been as good as the 3 or 4 pairs of cut-off military fatigues that I've, you know, made shorts out of, because the military knows just how people move, and they pay good money, taxpayer dollars, to create and produce clothing that's durable and fits and moves well with the body. It's completely functional. Tales of woe and misery in life is that the discount clothing store down the street from me shut their doors, and I don't frankly know what to do. I'm not going to go to the fucking mall. There's no way you can drag me into that place. It's like going to hell. I'm sorry. It's just, I did go to the mall to go to the Apple store. That's the only time, and I felt like I was like some kind of hillbilly from out in the sticks from another planet coming in from space and going into some kind of situation that I had no clue. And they looked at me like that too, like, well, here's somebody over 50. He's a complete dumbass, okay? No, they were very nice. But you could it's the atmosphere of youth, and you don't fit. You don't fit. If you're over like 45, I'm thinking maybe if you're well maintained, you may be okay at 45. But 50 definitely, you're a creature from outer space if you go to the mall. No matter where you go, even the Apple store. They were very nice there, by the way. It was this pair of shorts that like the backpacker shorts. Well, they pack up and they dry quick. And they had like built-in underwear. I never had a pair of shorts that had built-in underwear. It's some kind like a swimming suit, you know, an old-fashioned swimming suit from the 50s or 60s that had like the outside were like shorts, and then they had this built-in mesh nylon underwear or something like that. And that's fine, I guess, for swimming. But it was like the same kind of material. It was like wearing saran wrap. It was horrible. I wore it about twice, and and then I cut the mesh underwear out of it to see if that would help, and it didn't help, because the whole thing was made out of like sewed together in some foreign country like Chillicothe. So anyone know where Chillicothe is? But I don't want to defame some other country because they own our ass now. You know, I have some great 40s ties, you know, like painted ties, and I don't know what the hell I did with them all. Out of this that is palatable, out of this video, M13A49, video M13A49. Thank you for watching video M14A9. M14A9. Tomorrow will be M14A810. It's like people are spelling words wrong all the time and making words shorter. You know, like you're not allowed to have a whole alphabet or something. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but abbreviated, and maybe that's a good thing. You know, I hate to like complain about that. You know, human beings could advance, even though I don't think there's much of a chance of that. Well, end of it. That's the end of it. That's the end of the video. M114A. I just had a plastic mouse stuck on my ass.